Alright everyone, I haven't been on YouTube for a while, so I'm going to be making 2 YouTube videos at this point. I'm going to be doing a review of Sonic IDW issue 87 and 84. The reason why I haven't gotten 85 or leading up to 86 or the current issue 87 is because, well, I believe that's the only 2 I saw at my local comics store, Comic Readers in Regina. So, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna take a look at these issues. So, I'll only do it with one hand only. Alrighty. Let's grab 84. Alright. Got it here. So, issue 84. So, I'm guessing. So this took place after, like, the whole Phantom Rider storyline where they finally exposed Clunch as, instead of being, like, the true savior of pollution. Instead, like, they found out that this charity event for a race is all just a scam for this. Alright, so yeah, I haven't keeping up with Idw Sonic for a while, and yes, you all know how I feel about this. Anyways, moving on. So story comes off with Belle greeting everyone, saying that if anyone's busted, then she'll fix it up in come on, focus, in a jiffy. Meaning, she wants to repair any one of those toys or machines. And while this was taken over, Dr. Eggman's talking to her, explain, and while this is happening, it starts to function. It starts to malfunction. That's what I'm trying to say. And that Dr. Eggman's in control, and that motor bug has shocked her, and Eggman said that when she repaired Metal Sonic, the data that she to exchange made you prone to his direct call or your full guided compassion, and guided compassion should have left you at my mercy. And then she asked Tails to scan her, and found and that Tails could find a Trojan code. Focus. Yeah, Trojan code. He can agree with quarantine it without affecting her base program, so that she can come up with a just in case. Alright, and then Eggman insists to find Metal Sonic is in sense that he can't find him, and he suspects fuel play, and need to use the unique link between the two to regain control. And that Belle, though, says on one condition, that she wants to bring Sonic. Eggman's Sonic, and then Eggman's puzzled. And so Eggman left Sage in charge to stay in company with Belle and Sonic to locate Metal Sonic and regain control over Metal Sonic, and if any means is necessary. So, yeah, sure enough, Sage founded Sonic and Belle. Sonic insisted Bell that they have gone over since of what happened in Sonic Frontiers, and then shortly enough though they started having a talk. Let's just say Bell and Sage are having a heated exchange argument, and then Sonic insisted to get inside before they started chasing. But soon after, Sonic said that their orchestra is under the ice and they missed dinner. Okay, so they found, and guess what? They finally found Sonic after Sonic almost got tripped by Metal Sonic. And this reminds me of a panel of where the Zorder was about to invade. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I mean it's in the Archie comics where Metals, where the Zorder was about to invade Mobius, and that Knuckles has destroyed half of it. He's leaving. Knuckles was pretty much pointless, and that Sonic was the only one. He was the only one of Mobius to defeat him in the RG comics. But here, sure enough, Sage said that excellent, indicate a link so I may upload the software patch. That meaning to upload whatever it takes to get the program for whatever it takes of Metal Sonic, and that she said the additional hardware must be causing the interference, and that she says that Sonic needs to deal with it. Okay, and so they are running. Okay, they're in a cave, and that here it says rethink. It says that Metal Sonic is the target, and that we are trapped by your cave-in. Okay, and Bell says that Sage does not need her to defend her. Or do you plan or swapping me out of a new model, suggesting that Bell could be replaced, and that Sonic chilled her down and told her that Bell is always going to be by Sonic's side. Nobody in the world could replace you. And I'm gonna be flipping pages off for a little bit. Shortly after, we see that here, I'll just read this off here. Always such a conundrum that Sonic, in some ways, tediously predictable, and yet astonishingly, come on, focus, fuck, disruptive at the same time. Not the quarry we hope to snare tonight, but we are nothing if not flexible. And so that is my review of 84. I'm gonna shake this to another. Oh, okay. So 87, the current issue of Idw Sonic. So in this issue, Amy insists that there were a bunch of stuff has been happening with the whole scenario where the Chaos Emeralds were missing, and that Sonic was in the whole confirmation with Holozia at the sideways. And if someone is gathering the Chaos Emeralds, then they're probably gonna go for the Master Emerald, and so they asked Knuckles to help with it that the wholesaler has already been looking for the Chaos Emeralds, and that they might look for the Master Emerald. Okay, while this is going on, the storm is happening, and Sonic Trip are trying to escape. escape, and Sonic saved Amy, and Tails and Knuckles are at the look are close to the Master Emerald, and that's Sonic and Amy are just leaped into a cave. It's happened since '84, and that Tails and Knuckles are the only survivors in the upground, and while Sonic and Amy are trying to find the exit way, it appears that there's a fog and trail, and that they're looking away to get out of here, and that Amy insisted that Knuckles had never said up anything about the fog inside the ground of the Angel Island. Oh shit, my battery's 11. Okay. Alright. Put this in short. They go the opposite ways to find an exit. But while this was going on, Sonic insisted that that he is not flattered into staying here and that Sonic cannot get out of this cave. So what is Sonic here? Am I useful to you, Sonic? And Sonic looks fucking confused, and Amy is just like fucking confused as well. And she sees a shadow of the hedgehog. Get it? Shadow the hedgehog. Anyways, Amy insists that why is Sonic here, and that he should go and explore that little area. And that Sonic says, Amy, I'm not always gonna do exactly what you want, you know. And Amy's confused. Okay. Knuckles insists that it's not far, and that he won't be gone long, so just they all insist to just wait for him. Tails is trying to look and insists to not be scared, and this Sonic is confronted by this cardboard's creepy ass Amy, and Amy is confronted by this creepy ass cardboard of Sonic, and this issue ends with this isn't like you, this isn't like me, and this is going to be the next issue. It actually looks pretty cool, and yep. Yeah, and so friends, thank you so much. And it is ridiculous. It is just ridiculous just how much money I'm spending on these IDW Sonic comics. I want to give a huge shout out to the people. Thank you for who recently got updated for the reviews of IDW comics. And yeah, good night. Bye bye.